So, but I want to introduce one very important thing that is very often misunderstood, that the idea of a wider understanding of art, or what is often called in my structure of thoughts, the social sculpture, the social dimension of art, would be a kind of theory in an old-fashioned way as existing in the so-called art system. No, especially this was my aim during my life, to break through the borders of the art system, to reach the needs of everybody to participate and to share in the element of creativity and work. So the whole idea leads immediately to the very practical points of life, so and especially is so directed to everybody's work and labor. So a wider understanding of art has in a way nothing more to do with art. So one could also say, in consequence of this statement, that also this exposition in the Guggenheim has nothing to do with art. You know, that was my intention. That there was to be seen a kind of machinery which from a conventional point of view is very often discussed on the borderline between a traditional understanding of art existing in this so-called historical development in innovations and styling, with the whole problem of what's also existing there, the art fair, the art schools, the art history, the museums, and all this structure existing in this institution, art system, that this kind of machinery was for me a kind of stimulant action to stress the necessity to break through the borders. That must be firstly clear, that a wider understanding has a tendency and is directed to the work of everybody. So one could call it a kind of anthropological understanding of art. And I'm sure from my side that it is not difficult to understand that only the normal common sense of everybody can judge about the ideas appearing in this discussion now. But I hope that everybody can understand then later that this could lead only or especially from the old-fashioned understanding of art directed to a transformation of this idea to the social questions of humankind and their creativity, now repressed and oppressed, that this understanding of art would work very effectively towards the change of all structures in the body of the society. So this is very important from my point of view to tell to you that these areas are very important, areas existing in the social body as the area of freedom, existing in everybody as the element of freedom, the element of equality, where everybody can shape or should have the possibility to share in establishing from a direct understanding of democracy on the shape of the constitution in the different parts and manners existing in the different parts of the world with the different kinds of populations and abilities within the different populations existing, that this would lead very organically to the possibility to change the economic behavior and to change the economical laws, so to change the understanding of capital and money. That perhaps is the most crucial point to have in view, that here is the try from the point of freedom and creativity existing in everybody to break through the borders of repressing or reductive systems existing in the society to change the most important capital idea. The idea of the head, the most important thing. So, from the monetarian point of view, the most important agents, where humankind could organize everybody's ability in a free and democratic way, is the essence of the understanding, of an enlarged understanding, widener understanding of art. That, for instance, is my first course through a kind of theory which is rather a kind of thinking which leads to the most practical points of life on Earth.
Some days ago you pointed out that you never have been an artist.
Yes, that's true.
On the other hand, you told that everybody is an artist. Can you explain this?
Yeah, I think when I stressed the first idea that I was never an artist, I put the idea in the traditional understanding of art. So, and what I told already in the first steps of the idea, I was never a member of a traditional, conventional understanding of art. I was never interested in such a reduced understanding of innovation. I was interested out from the essential understanding of art existing in everybody, to create the principle of the creator, to see this possibility, to see this possibility in everybody, in the child, in everybody's work, on the different working places, within the different working collectives. And so I put the idea on the labor immediately, and then I was out of the old understanding of art. Or is it more or less a kind of barrier to come to a solution towards the problem? And the same kind of being productive in a very abstract way between the so-called exact natural science, the same character of being productive in this more abstract way and in a very reduced way and only available for a kind of small minority with privileged origins in the past and possibilities coming from their roots, are able to look to us and get interested towards the abstraction which gets produced by the so-called modern art, you know. So therefore I say we are on the end of the modern art. The modern art showed already the impossibility to solve such very important, basic problems of humankind. But that is not the end of the art. Now the art begins. Now we have the possibility to start with the art. Because now is the idea really related to the people, to the human being. It is an anthropological dimension of the art. And now we can slowly begin with such an area to overcome modern art. Yes, that's my confession. Nobody has to believe. Thank you very much.
Mr. B?
I think now, oh yes, another question.
Oh, okay,
Mr. B, can I speak?
Continue, yeah.
Do you have an American favorite artist? And why?
Oh yes, I could tell you about.
Why?
Why?
Who?
What?
Who?
Jackson Pollock.
Huh?
Jackson Pollock.
Why?
Because he made a kind of generalization, yes, you know, which impulsed me to do also a kind of generalization, but not in the field of painting, in the field of the energy problem.
Right.
I found always that Jackson Pollock had a relation to the problem of energies, you know. It was a very mesmerizing kind of painting. It was a power field.
Right. Could he be wrong, though?
You know?
Could he have been wrong? Could he have been wrong?
No. No. Never. Never. And so did Elvis Presley.